Some people will love you beautifully, and some people will love you in ways that slowly take pieces of you. Not because they're evil, not because they're broken, but because of who they are at their core. They may not be built for the kind of love you're looking for. Today we're talking about the zodiac signs that relationship experts, therapists, and heartbroken lovers have quietly whispered about for years, the signs that are hardest to commit to, and why. Now, before anyone closes this video, this is not about attacking anyone's sign. Every single sign has beauty. Every single sign has flaws. But some signs carry patterns, deeply wired, astrologically rooted patterns that make long-term commitment feel like trying to hold water in your hands. By the end of this video, you'll understand why certain people feel impossible to hold on to, and what the stars say about whether love with them can ever truly last. Here's something you need to understand first. In astrology, every sign has what's called a modality. Think of modality like a personality style for how someone moves through life. There are 3 types: fixed signs. These are the stubborn ones. Once they decide something, they don't move, like a boulder, solid, unmovable. Cardinal signs. These are the starters. They love beginnings, new projects, new ideas, new people. But finishing? That's harder. Mutable signs. These are the changers, like the wind. They shift, they adapt, they transform. Beautiful to watch, hard to catch. Knowing this will help you understand exactly why some people struggle to stay. Sign number 1, Gemini, May 21st to June 20th. Let's start with the most talked about sign when it comes to commitment. Gemini. Gemini is an air sign, and air signs live in their minds. They think fast, talk fast, and fall in and out of ideas, and sometimes people just as fast. Here's the thing about Gemini. They are genuinely 2 people in one body. The symbol is the twins. And that's not just a cute picture. One Gemini will adore you on Monday. The other Gemini will wonder if they made a mistake by Wednesday. Imagine this. You're dating someone who is brilliant, funny, and completely captivating. They make you feel like the most interesting person in the world. And then one morning, they feel distant, distracted, like they're somewhere else even when they're sitting right next to you. That's not cruelty. That's Gemini's mind moving to the next thing. Now, this doesn't mean every Gemini will cheat or leave, but their deepest fear is being bored. And in a long-term relationship, life gets routine. And routine is where Gemini quietly starts to drift. The challenge? Keeping a Gemini committed requires constant novelty, constant stimulation, and not everyone has the energy for that. Sign number 2, Sagittarius, November 22nd to December 21st. If Gemini is the wind, Sagittarius is a wildfire that has no interest in staying inside the fireplace. Sagittarius is a fire sign. And more than that, they're ruled by Jupiter, the planet of expansion and freedom. Think of Jupiter like a voice in their head that constantly whispers, "There's more out there. Go find it." Sagittarius people are some of the most magnetic humans you will ever meet. They're adventurous, optimistic, full of stories and big dreams. Falling for a Sagittarius feels like standing at the edge of the most beautiful cliff you've ever seen. Exciting, breathtaking, a little dangerous. Here's what this means in real life. A Sagittarius will love you completely in the season you're in. But ask them about forever, and you'll watch something shift behind their eyes. Not coldness, fear. The idea of being locked into one person, one place, one life feels suffocating to a Sagittarius in a way that's hard for other signs to understand. It's not that they don't love you, it's that freedom is oxygen to them. And commitment to a Sagittarius can sometimes feel like someone slowly closing the window. Sign number 3, Aquarius, January 20th to February 18th. This one surprises people because Aquarius seems so cool, so intellectual, so evolved, and they are. But here's what nobody tells you about Aquarius. They love humanity. but they struggle to love one person up close. Aquarius is an air sign ruled by Uranus, the planet of rebellion and independence. Think of Uranus like a teenager who refuses to follow any rules. That energy lives inside every Aquarius. In relationships, Aquarius is emotionally detached, not because they don't feel, but because they've intellectualized their feelings so deeply that by the time they process an emotion, the moment has already passed. Imagine trying to have a deep, vulnerable conversation with someone who keeps turning your feelings into a philosophy debate. You say, "I feel like you don't prioritize me." They say, "Well, what does prioritization even mean in the context of modern relationships?" That's Aquarius. Brilliant, fascinating, emotionally unreachable. Committing to an Aquarius means accepting that a part of them will always belong to their own world, a world they may never fully let you into. Sign number 4, Aries, March 21st to April 19th. Aries will make you feel more alive than you ever have in your life, and that's exactly what makes them dangerous to commit to. Aries is a fire sign, a cardinal fire sign. Remember what we said about cardinal signs. They love beginnings, the chase, the butterflies, the electric first conversations at 2 a.m. Aries is the king and queen of that phase. But here's the truth most people learn the hard way. Once the newness fades, once you're no longer a mystery to solve, an Aries can start looking for the next spark. Not always, not every Aries, but the pattern is real. The challenge with Aries in commitment is their impatience. If a relationship hits a rough patch, and all relationships do, Aries wants it fixed now. They don't do slow healing. They don't do sitting in discomfort. And if healing takes too long, they move. Sign number 5, Pisces, February 19th to March 20th. Now this one will break your heart just hearing it, because Pisces is one of the most loving, romantic, deeply feeling signs in the entire zodiac. So how did they end up on this list? Pisces is a water sign, and water signs feel everything, but Pisces is also a mutable sign. Remember the wind, the constant shifting? Pisces shifts emotionally. Here's what this looks like in real life. A Pisces will love you in a way that makes you feel seen on a soul level. They see the real you, the you underneath all your walls, and they love that version deeply. But Pisces also lives in a dream world. And the problem with dreams? They're not real. Pisces can fall in love with the idea of you, the potential of you. And when reality sets in, when you show up as a full, flawed, complicated human being, the gap between their dream and the real thing can feel too wide. They don't leave with anger. They drift, slowly, quietly, until one day you realize the person you thought was fully with you has been halfway gone for months. Now, I need to stop here and say something important. This video is not a life sentence. A Gemini who has done real emotional work is one of the most exciting, loyal partners you'll ever have. A Sagittarius who has found someone who gives them enough freedom within love, they'll be devoted in ways that will blow your mind. An Aquarius who finds someone at their intellectual level, unshakable. An Aries who truly chooses you every day, fearless and fierce in their loyalty. A Pisces who has healed their need to escape, the most tender love you'll ever know. Astrology shows you the pattern. What someone does with that pattern is entirely up to them. So what do you do with all of this? Here's the real advice. Before you commit to anyone, regardless of their sign, ask them this one question. What does forever look like to you? Not, do you want a relationship? Not, where is this going? Ask them what forever means to them. Their answer will tell you everything the stars already know. Maybe you're watching this because you've loved someone who couldn't stay. Maybe you've given everything to someone who kept drifting. And maybe, just maybe, you needed someone to tell you that it wasn't your fault. Some people are not built to stay, not yet. And some love stories are not failures. They're seasons, beautiful, necessary, and exactly long enough. The right person for your level of love, your depth of commitment, your kind of forever is still out there. And the stars, they're already working on it. If this video hit something inside you, if it made you think of someone, or finally explained something you couldn't find words for, hit that like button right now. It only takes a second, and it tells the universe and this channel that this kind of content matters. Subscribe if you want to understand yourself and the people you love at a level most people never reach. And share this with someone who's been trying to hold on to someone they can't quite hold. Because in the next video, we're going to talk about the signs that love so hard it scares people away. You don't want to miss that one.